I think Drew's like a foot in front of everybody. So he's massive. Drew definitely thinks massive.
Yeah, he does.
So, I just wanted to talk to you a little bit, about your time here at Grindhouse. I've been here for 3 years, I think now, and you've been here that whole time. So, we're obviously doing this to commemorate your move. Do you want to just kind of tell people a little bit about yourself, how long you've been training at the Grindhouse?
Yeah, I started at the Grindhouse. It was the year that you 2011. And I came in, and I was performing still a little bit. I moved here from New York, and I was still performing every once in a while at the band in New York. But I was working a desk job and really getting complacent and super unhealthy. And I had a martial arts background already. I'd done martial arts since I was like 4, but I'd always wanted to train Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, and I wanted to do some striking stuff. And so a friend of mine told me about the Grindhouse, and I called, and the answer back then was, here's the address, and then you had to try to find it.
No sign on the door.
No sign, no nothing. It was just
kind of a garage gym kind of a thing. That a little
street,
bit. Yeah.
Door. Yeah.
And I came in, and instantly I was hooked. Immediately, I was getting submitted, every 2 seconds and beat on by everybody. But like, I really loved it, and I loved the brotherhood. And if you ever done any kind of sports, especially any kind of competitive combat sports or anything, that brotherhood, like, it really, like, that filled a hole that I had that I needed back in me at that time in my life really bad. And so I just didn't leave the mats. I toured around and had certainly my little low points where I was not around the gym as much, but still sneaking in. So I'd get really in great shape, competitive shape.
Go on tour.
My health would go down
come
here.
Back.
Come back.
All up.
Work it back up.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
It's like that. It's been like that, all these years.
Yeah, for sure.
It's been great.
Well, like I said, so we're kind of doing this open mat to commemorate your move. Do you want to kind of tell people about what you're doing now and what your plan is?
My family and I are moving to Pensacola, Florida. My goal is to get set up there and stay in shape and really work on my health and my flexibility, and use my downtime that I have to really turn my health even around for the better. No more, I'm not constrained to an office anymore. I work 100% remote. I can be wherever I want, whenever I want, which I've had a couple times at the Grindhouse, and that's always when I was in the best shape, because when I could be there all the time, whenever. And then the big plan is, hopefully within the year, really make headway in opening a Grindhouse Gulf Coast down there.
Right on.
And open the school and continue all of the Grindhouse culture and traditions.
Yeah.
And get people in there. And
What's like a hopeful timeline that you have? Are you thinking?
My hope is to find a gym. It's a really military heavy place. I'd like to have something in place within the year. Since I have to build it up from the ground up, my goal is to really work the fact that it's 3 military bases all in one town. I'm going to find guys that really want to train, and outside of military combatives courses that might not have as robust of a jiu-jitsu program as our school.
Yeah.
And so hopefully I can round up a bunch of big dudes and ladies that want to fight, and I think that 1.0 version beta test Gulf Coast would be finding like a YMCA or an existing gym that's got like a yoga room, mat room, where I can take these guys that I find that want to roll and that will sign up and just use that space, check out that space, run out that space until we've got enough guys to logistically make sense to just get a building.
Yeah.
And that might be 2 years, might be a year, who knows?
Sure.
But I do plan on hitting and going old school and papering flyers like as soon as I get there.
Sure.
To start finding guys.
So you've been here for a lot of years now. What are the emotions like now? Kind of moving. You're not leaving per se. You know, you're still going to be a part of the Grindhouse. You're still going to be a part of all our lives. But what are the emotions like now, leaving this behind?
It's hard. This gym, the people in it, my professor are, you know, the only things that I have as an anchor in this town. My family moved away long ago, and we really don't have anything else keeping us here. My daughter's ready to fly the coop. She's 18. She graduated high school, and she luckily still likes us enough that she wants to hang out with us. So, and this is every night that I've come here since I found out that I was going to move has been one night closer to the emotions that have been building up. But it's hard. This is what makes it hard, and I'm lucky that we're such a tight-knit community here that I get to bring it with me, and I really won't feel disconnected. I'll stay in really close contact.
So, like you were saying, Grindhouse has been a big part of your life. What would you? So you're going down to Florida. You're leaving this aspect of your life behind right now. What would you tell people? How would you describe the Grindhouse community? What's been important to you?
Oh man. Well, the jiu-jitsu community, for the most part, that I have met in my travels has been one of the most welcoming communities. It can be really the opposite, but I've been really lucky to run into communities outside of the Grindhouse that were really great. But the Grindhouse, bar none, has been the best community that I've ever been a part of. Welcoming, and you know, if you keep coming back, then everyone will keep having you back. And the friendships that I've built with people that I maybe never would have met off of these mats is insane. You never know who you're rolling with. You might be rolling with a lawyer one minute, and you might be rolling with a freaking ex-con the next minute. And we don't have any identifiers on these mats. We have no social cues on how we're supposed to treat somebody, how we're supposed to hold any kind of prejudice towards them. We got nothing like that. All we got is blood and sweat and knees and rash guards and a slap and tap, mutual respect. And that is the community here in a nutshell.
Coach, would you say that pretty accurately seems to kind of summarize what you've tried to create? In terms of a martial arts community.
Part of communities that, you know, they're exclusive, or you have to be with trendy people or whatever. And so when it was my chance to create the community, I took away a lot of those things, and like your first day you can be just as much Grindhouse as someone that's been here for 10 years and you choose, you know, it's not like, I don't even like the rank is good and stuff, but I still make all my black belts fight and earn their way every day against white belts and everybody, and I just think the value of it is that every day you have to deal with who you are at that moment in time. If you have long periods of time where you're not doing the things outside of here to keep yourself healthy or being kind to yourself, it'll show on the mat, you know. But yeah, and it's also a place like I use the community a lot for myself to like put little pieces of my negativity out, but I spread it out with so many people that nobody's hurt by it, you know, but I feel better, and I absorb a lot of that for other people too, and that's what I believe jiu-jitsu is like, why it's so valuable. It's a transference of energy,
Sure.
you know, and like that's the energy in here. People visit and travel all over, and I get the same feedback. They're like, it's just like the energy in here is amazing, you know. Yeah, so I'm really proud of it, and it is just because there's none of that big dick, you know, rah, whatever, like, oh, you're super tough, cool, go last 2 hours, and none of us are tough, you know, so it's, and yeah, I love, like, what he said, too, about it brings everybody together. There's ex-cons, cops, lawyers, doctors, coal miners, and every single person in between, you know, and your value is your effort that you put in that day, like it should be, you know, if you put in a good effort one day, you should eat a good steak that night, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, absolutely.
It all transfers to life.
Yeah, for sure. Well, sir, we appreciate having you, you know, these years. It's been great. I've only known you for 3, but it's been great. It's been an honor training with you, and look forward to what you have in the future. Grindhouse in Florida, and yeah, hopefully, I'm sure we'll make it down there.
Winter camp 2023.
Yeah.
I'm coming, even if we're rolling in your basement.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we'll have.
Well, Florida probably have basements, the garage,
Big ass
by the pool. I don't know.
Yeah.
Pool at your house? He has a pool.
Perfect. All right.
Good.
Right on. Sweet. Thanks, guys.
Oh, sorry.
Hey everybody, real quick, just in case you guys start peeling off and don't, write your name down. Just kidding. I just want to get a picture of the night real quick, and then get right back to fighting each other. Yeah, just push in. You guys can sit down in front or kneel or whatever. Get in tight. Make sure we can see everybody. Come on, you get in here. You good with the concert?
I'll stand a little behind you so you look bigger. Grab the imaginary boat behind you.
Do you have a timer on that?